Hi, I'm Carrie Kirkham and you're Sipping with the Wine Fox. Thank you for joining me. With me today is 2018 Carol Shelton Wild Thing Old Vine Zinfandel from Mendocino County. It is in the $20 range and it consists of 78% Zinfandel, 14% Carignan, and 8% Petite Syrah. All organically grown and wild yeast fermented, which is where Wild Thing gets its name, that wild yeast fermentation. It's 14.5% alcohol, nice and sensible for a Zinfandel. This wine is incredibly dangerous. I'm just gonna warn you, I actually weighed the bottle to make sure that I would drink only half of it and not more, because this is one of those wines where I can easily sit and drink the whole bottle over a long evening. But so easy to drink, so easy to sip and sniff. Right now my husband's making dinner. You hear stuff going on in the background, the dishwasher's running. I didn't even plan to do this review. I just tried this wine and it was so amazing. It's like, I've got to stop what I'm doing and tell you about it. So on the nose, immediately stirs my desire, makes me thirsty. I get ripe raspberry, juicy plum, pipe tobacco, little bit of dried herb, some kind of a dried herb, and vanilla and baking spices. There's a lot going on in the nose of this humble $20 range wine. It's pretty spectacular. Back to the aroma, I do want to point out, like the palate, both the aroma and the flavor is fresh. These are fresh, juicy, ripe aromas and flavors, not cooked or jammy. So when I mention these fruits, don't freak out. It's not like big and heavy like a Lodi Zin, which Lodi Zins are cool, but this is not one of them. So on the palate, black raspberry. It's almost like a not sweet version of Chambord, because I get that black raspberry and that subtle vanilla. A little bit of plum. And then again with the pipe tobacco. My grandpa Kirkham smoked a pipe, and he always had the best tobacco, and it just reminds me of that pipe tobacco. And spices like, I would say nutmeg. And then just a teeny wisp of licorice in the finish, just teeny. But this wine is lush, it is juicy, it is generous. It's medium body, but it has really good acidity. So it'll pair well with food. You don't need a big fatty steak or spicy barbecue. For me personally, this is the kind of wine where I would love to buy a case and just have it available for when I get off work and I just want to crack open a bottle and sip it and watch Netflix or just relax. Or it's the kind of wine where I'd bring to a friend's house, like for a barbecue or a dinner, and score all kinds of points because I'm so awesome because I brought this great wine. It's lovely. Another thing I want to point out, what put this wine on my radar, because I do want to be transparent. I am a Carol Shelton club member. I pay for all my wines. I paid for this wine. I actually bought 2 bottles, so I have another bottle in my near future. The December-January issue of Wine Spectator, this wine, Carol's 2018 Zinfandel, got number 43 in the top 100 wines of the entire world. The entire planet, all of the wines being made, this got number 43. So I'm not the only one who's crazy about this wine. And it also got top value in the top 100 wines. I mean, to be able to get this much pleasure and flavor and beautiful aroma in the $20 range, it's phenomenal. And to that, I say cheers and thank you, Carol, for making this wine, and carpe uvum.